It's
All
recording three,
right.
two, one.
All right. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. You are welcome to 1909, the KCOBA podcast. I'm your host, Kole on the banjo, aka Kole Hash, aka Kolizo, aka Mojo, and my co-host is
Yo, my name is Francis Woody. Welcome to our podcast. Also, my AKA is Goree, AKA the African Atheist. And I just noticed we're actually contrasting. You're wearing all white, I'm wearing black. So
All Black. Yeah,
black
that's
and
that's
white,
the yin and the yang.
yin and yang. Yeah.
You know, I'm right now. I'm supporting the Republicans. You with the Democrats.
Well, we
So,
don't really have to talk politics, but yes, I'm a progressive.
well, this is not. Well, you're right. This is not a political platform, but we can mention some things in passing.
I know,
You
I
know,
know. I agree. I
we
agree.
can
I agree. My
we
boy,
can mention
I'm
some things in passing, like the attempted assassination of my boy Donald Trump.
yes. Uh-huh.
You
Yeah.
know,
Uh-huh.
Donald
I'm
Trump should be
riding with
another.
Biden.
He should be an honorary KC boy. He's always with the blue blazer, white shirt. We should just give him a KC tie.
Yeah, but he wears a red tie.
And we should just give him a KC tie. We change
No,
that.
Biden wears the blue tie, so he's already messed up there. Biden wears the blue
And well, Biden no get swag like us, sha, but maybe we leave that one.
tie. Biden gets
So
swag. What you talking about? Biden,
that,
don't mess with my
that,
boy
that's
Biden.
that's old man. That's old man swag. Also,
Well, you know what? We're all gonna get there one day.
most definitely. I'm already looking forward to it. One time I'll look at my beard and I'll always go dye it before I go out on a Friday night. Then
Uh-huh.
shave my face because I look 20 years younger. But now I realize that I need to keep this white, the gray hair coming
Yeah.
out because these people outside there, they don't have respect. So sometimes you just need to let them know that, oh, I might be looking young African kid, but almost show me respect. So I'm
Exactly.
like, so I got to wear my stripes. But I think we should explain to
Yeah.
the
Let's explain the
audience.
purpose of what we're doing, right?
Yeah,
So go for it.
absolutely. So I'm like, this is 1909, the KCOB podcast, and where the 1909 comes because that's when the school started and everything.
Yeah, it was
And
established.
basically, we want to do something that's going to cut across all the sets from 1909 till date, and the ones that have not even graduated. And even though it's a KCOBA platform, it is not restricted to just KCOBA. We want to discuss because personally, I'm not interested in what the larger association are doing with the building of the toilets and all that stuff that they're doing. I'm more concerned about the students. I'm more concerned about the old boys and all that. So this is that platform where we can talk about family, talk about education, talk about health, talk about everything. Like we can even bring some Queens College girls to come and even talk their stories about us. Because that thing that people be like, oh, Niger
Uh-huh.
boys are this, that, especially if you went to KC, that kind of thing. So I'm
Oh
like, we
man.
can even bring some of those girls along to come and talk. We've
Yes,
got
some of our old crushes. They're
so,
married now, but some of them still look very fit and all that, just like the same with us. But
you know,
I don't go mind talk to a few old crushes just to see how they look. I don't go lie.
yeah, it means that basically for me, it's just the storytelling.
Uh-huh.
It's the storytelling, just going back into the days and sharing all those things because perspective is a huge thing that people take for granted because like when you go chase a woman, you're looking at it from your angle. But
Uh-huh.
she's got her own angle too. You've probably told stories of your conquest of this, but we've never heard the girls talk.
Well, true, true, very,
Some
very
girls
true.
will say, "Ah, you thought you were a big man. I was just managing you that time. We did not know." so,
The one, my favorite one is there's sometimes that you say, "Oh, you're going out with the girl," but is the girl going out with you?
I'm telling you, man. That is see, one thing I realized that when it comes to relationship, man and woman matter, that kind
Yeah.
of thing. In the Nigerian way, we say "Prikatoto matter." It's the woman that actually has got the upper hand.
Are you a feminist now? That's my job.
But I've always been a feminist. But the thing is, I'm also with the patriarchy, or what do you call
Patriarchy.
it? Yeah, because I'm like,
Patriarchy.
I'm a feminist. My
Uh-huh.
dad died when I was like 13, going 14. So I grew up
Okay.
with with my mom that was a widow, refused to remarry because of the love she got for her kids. She didn't want to share us to nobody.
Oh,
And
sorry. I did not introduce. I have a co-presenter right there.
that's our co-host. Actually, that's
Our
our producer.
co-host. That's the
That's our
producer.
producer.
She's listening to the audio right now.
You know, she's working on the production thing. So yeah. And exactly that's what we're talking about. The kids and everybody, they're all welcome. So this is not like and all that. But back to what I was saying about, growing up around women. I understand that it's very important to protect them. I
Yeah.
understand that they're, whether they want to believe it or not, they're the weaker sex. But it's not that we should push it into their face and say, oh, this is that. But women are strong. Women control men like this. Like I tell people, I said, the ugliest woman in the world,
Yeah.
if she steps up and goes to the club where people are like over 200 guys and says, you know what, I want to get laid tonight, bro, there will be takers. There will be guys that will put up their hands. But the ugliest guy in the world, if he does the same thing, people will be like, who is this creep? That was this.
Well,
Bro, I've been out to the club many times where that woman will just grab my ass and touch me inappropriately. But if I do the same thing, they will beat me and still take me to jail.
well, that is true. I will give you that. That is true. And then regarding woman being the weaker sex, it depends on what you mean by weak and strong, right? So we all have our parts because it's like there's one thing for pain threshold, and I figured this out when my wife had her first kid and a second kid, and then all doctors, everybody said the same thing. Women have a higher pain tolerance than men because
when it comes to childbirth, yes.
Yeah, just in general, for any kind of pain at all, they have a higher pain tolerance than men. It's kind of you can.
Well, actually, maybe yeah, because that's why some of them stay in toxic relationships and collect black eye up and down.
Yeah, that's horrible, but yes.
Yes, it is horrible, but I want to sugarcoat it because I know some girls that will beat the shit out of me, for instance. I know for a fact. But those same type of girls, when you look at the people in the same category as them, males, they cannot beat a man.
No, there's no disputing that. You can't. There's no disputing that.
Women, we support you. Don't get us wrong. But basically, what I was just saying is that women are strong mentally. They should leave the physical aspects part of it. Like I will go to a club here. You see a very skinny girl that's looking like a toothpick. She's the one causing trouble up and down, thinking her boyfriend is going to come and support her. And I'm like, girl, they will beat you. They will beat your boyfriend.
Oh my God! Now let's go back. Let's focus. Let's get back to.
Let's focus.
Let's get back to it. So one of the things that we said we're going to talk about was try to get as we get going was to figure out who's going to be who is the current oldest living KC old boy. Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
We don't know how old are they. Do we know who they are? Can we reach out to them and get them to come and talk to us? Right.
Yeah. So I was also thinking about that yesterday. So we want to find out a whole lot of things. We want to know who is the oldest KCOBA member alive, and we also want to know the oldest surviving set.
What do you mean by oldest surviving set?
So now, for instance, in our 97 sets, maybe somebody like Martin Abraham could be like 80 years old. It could be it could be older than somebody that graduated in maybe
in 94
or 91. Yeah, maybe that guy was a genius. When the guy was, maybe he was a 14-year-old guy that passed out of Casey. So the thing is that we want to know the oldest set because we know the 1909 guys are not around, or maybe they're around. So we want to know what sets still has a member.
Oh, okay. Which of the sets? So would it be the 1955 set?
Exactly.
Is there a surviving KC boy from 1955 or 1950? Or let's say, okay, I got you.
Absolutely. Then while we're looking for those ones, because we would like to what we would like to do with this platform is also curate our history.
That'd be nice. Yeah.
Yeah, at the same time, it should be nice to also know the youngest KCOBA right now, because I'm sure this year, if they've not graduated, they're going to graduate some boys, and those guys are also welcome into the fold.
Okay, yeah, that's true. That'd be a good one too.
Yeah, and also we talked about nicknames and a whole lot of stories.
Yeah, just to talk about, we can start. So one of my philosophies is you start where you are. So we can start where we are, which is we can start with your nickname and then my nickname, and then we can use that, and then as we're talking, then we can reach out to people that we know in our immediate circle and extend it, right? So that's just how it is. You start where you are and then you expand. So with that
Absolutely,
said,
absolutely.
I remember at the intro you said your nickname was Mojo, which I've known. I knew you. I Before I knew your name, I knew you as Mojo. So where did Mojo come from?
So, like I said, the name came from Ayodeji Ayodele, aka Most Boxed.
Yeah, that's another nickname.
That's another nickname. You hopefully will have him here one of these days. Come tell us about his own where he got the name from.
Yeah.
And it's also a legacy, right? Because his dad also went to KC and also
Mm-hmm.
that's true. We're also looking for legacy.
Yep.
Dad,
See, start where you
grandfather,
are.
yeah, So basically we were all young. I think we were like 15, 16,
Mm-hmm.
just developing women and curious about sex, and everybody was always onto watching porn. And
Yep.
all that while we had the VHS tapes.
Oh, you're telling our
So
age now.
yeah, now you just have to use your phone.
Streaming, yeah.
you know, so I'm like the code name for porn was Mojo at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody was called that. But I found a VHS porn tape. I don't want to tell you where from.
Where did you find it?
I'm not going. I'm not going for the protection of another KC boys family. I will not talk. For the protection of his dad and his mother, I will not talk. So I found the tape. I watched it. I think it was called Watermelon Mama.
Oh my
And
goodness.
then I thought about it that this my boy Ayo, because Ayo
Uh,
Deji, he will literally sit down and narrate upon scripts like he was narrating a football match that is just happening. So I was like, okay, let me give this tape to this homeboy. Homeboy takes the tape home. He goes to watch it. He comes
uh-huh.
back and he was like, wow, that is the best Mojo has ever watched. That me, I'm the king of Mojo. The next thing he sees me, he starts calling me Mojo. And everybody just got, and I was kind of new. I was new in school at that time. So
Okay.
it was easy for people to just go by Mojo, then what is your name?
Mm-hmm.
So everybody just went Mojo, Mojo, Mojo. And at the moment, I was kind of mad. Like, what the fuck are these guys calling me this bad name and all
Mm-hmm.
that? But I found out that, if you're mad when people call you a name you don't like,
Yep.
you're only showing them.
Yeah, you're actually egging them on.
Exactly. So I just embraced the name and I was like, okay. Mojo also stood for style and swag. Then I had my little cousin that was also Mojoing. So I just looked for all the positives and be like, okay, Mojo, Mojo, Mojo. That's how I ended up with Mojo, bro.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, so my own the same. Well, Goree is actually short for gorilla, and it's my Sholesi. We all used to when we're in high J, we were in the same dormitory. So for some reason, I don't know. He said I used to do a lot of gra like a gorilla. So he just, I think partially because I got into boarding house a little bit later, like in JS3. So I was a little bit anxious. So maybe that anxiety was showing in everyday life when there's any kind of small issue. So I'll be doing a little gra. So he used to say, "Oh yeah, you do gra like gorilla." So he started it, and then Tochi also. Our beds were close together. So Tochi also joined another KC boy, another like
Tupac.
said there was a high J.
Tupac Oweri.
Yeah, we're Tupac. Totoski. He has so many nicknames.
So
My
many.
lab together, I could if we should get him on, I'll tell him all his nicknames. I know all his nicknames. Ebu, Give, so many nicknames. But anyway, back to my
I don't think anybody went to that school without getting one.
no, you have to get one. You have to. So then the name it went from Gorilla to Goree. Then it now got a remix later on when after about a year, my nickname from Goree went into a remix. They now had an extended version for my nickname, and this was created by Adama Peters. So one day we were just all coming back. We're on the school bus back from FSAS back to main camp. I don't know why they started singing this, but the theme from the Good, the Bad, the Ugly.
Yeah,
So then
yeah.
it's like Goriola. That way my name changed from Goree to Goriola.
Banana,
Goriola Adaka. Goriola Inoki.
banana.
I'm like, where did this come from? But it's all in good fun, right? I embrace the name now. In fact, it's so crazy now that there are some ex the Casey boys that were set below us. They only know me as Goree. And then there are some people that when we went to Unilag, myself and Tochi, we were in the Faculty of Science together. And then also AK used to always also come and visit. And that's how they used to call me Goree. So there are a lot of people that I went to lag with. They don't know my real name.
They don't know your name. That's just
They
go.
don't know my name. They just they think my name is Goree or Goriola.
Bro, that like when I was in university in Ife too, I had some friends that it got really terrible that their parents used to call them by their nicknames. And their parents would just call them Adolfo and Masaru. They're that everywhere was just Adolfo, and that's not his name. His name is Akin, and the other brother is Masaru. His name is Olumide. They just keep calling them Adolfo, Masaru. The next thing they gave me another nickname too. They call me Paparazzi. Then their mother is Butterfly. Their daddy is Bula Matari. Like
no, but boys can be wicked. Some of those nicknames were just so brutal. Like there's a guy called Ajadudu. I wonder where he is now. I don't know his real name. I think it was in D
I
or
don't know
E.
if those guys are still doing it in the school today, but in those days, if we bring some of those things that we did here today, some of us will be catching charges for what's it called?
Cyberbullying or bullying
Yeah,
assault.
for bullying and all that stuff. Yeah, mental abuse. We'll catch charges. C used to be that class that because I don't know what happened in the SS. Yeah, there was one time that in C there was no classes at all when we were in the amphitheater. No classes at all. We will play outside. Then we'll also have that yabi session that is one person against another person, and they will yap your dad, yap your mom, yap your look. You know, like I said, Kole looked at me one day and said my head looked like bicycle seat. You know,
yeah.
Somebody looked at Oli Bamishe one day and said, "That's Enyi Bamishe." Even your cousin, and then
11.
You know,
Yeah, and then his own nickname. I know a little bit. I remember a little bit. For some, it's like the stupidest thing. Borgia of blessed memory. Because then his teeth, his front teeth, he had like just challenges with your teeth.
I think was Borgia not from the bulgy eyes?
Yeah, Borgia was on bulgy eyes. But
Yeah.
then he called Ene, look at your teeth, like 11 teeth. Like 11 teeth,
Instead
then
of
11 teeth.
11 teeth.
11 teeth. Then now it's 11. So yeah, like how do we even think about this? How do we go from someone has in your mind bad looking teeth, then you say your teeth look like 11 teeth, then you now switch it and say 11 teeth, then now remix it again and say 11.
But I swear to God, the way I'm thinking about it, man, no.
Is that a roach in your hand, dude? What time is it?
I put it away. That was something. It's what's it called? So that was subconscious. You know. I'm like, it's just crazy.
Anyway, we got 1 minute.
Like, we have 1 more minute. We've done 15 minutes.
We've done 20 minutes almost. Yeah.
Okay. Can we extend the time so we can just do a little bit of sign off or something?
Yeah, we can do some more time, 5 minutes. We're just trying to keep it. We don't want to keep it for too long. We don't want to do it for too long.
Next thing I want to do is I want us to bring a guest on the next episode, and I'm thinking that we should bring in Goga Clay. That's Robert. And the reason why I'm thinking about Robert is because he's got a movie out. He's been doing a couple of other things. I believe those are things that I think that also can transcend between the old boys and the current school. So I'd like for him to come out here and
And I remember talking to Unganadi a while back, a few months back, and he said he'll get on a podcast with me. So so I'll reach out to him and say, hey, when is he available, and then we can get out and talk to him, because he has like a web telehealth thing that he has set up too.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what I'm saying. And there's the gentleman, Mr. Banjoko in Belize, also building that resort.
Yeah.
Everybody should feel free to reach out to us. and see how we can talk about what you're doing. And please share this across all platforms. Share it with your 96 group, your 1959 group, your 2002 group. And we want to hear from you guys. This is a platform for each and every one of us. It's a platform for our daughters. It's a platform for our mothers, everything. So, but guys, please, we're looking forward to your support. And, let's make magic.
Yeah, so true. This is fantastic. I'm so excited. It's like an organic thing that we just ended up reaching out and talking about. So let's see how it goes. It's
absolutely.
I
Make
really
sure we record this one because guys, like we've tried. We're old men. We're technology inclined to a certain extent, but we tried multiple times. And
correction. You tried. This is my first try. You tried twice.
Well, I tried. I found that I did not record.
I'm going to hit the stop record button now, and then peace out. Look forward to the next.
I said, I wouldn't. I don't think I'll have a better host than you. And we're going to fire this thing up. We're going to have a whole lot of exciting conversations to have.
Yeah.
Like we talk about, we'll figure it out. And guys,
and then we can talk to people from other schools too, because I went to Adrao, so I have some classmates from Adrao that I can talk to too. So it's COB, but anywhere over.
We can have a debate. We can. I know a Greg's boy that went to KC.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, if you pass through KC, you just went through the gate and you jump the fence on the other side, you are welcome. Kitchen staff, whatever, everybody's welcome.
All right.
Now I mean. So once again, my name is Kole, and
my name is Francis, and then
our
the next one.
Our producer in the back. And Sailor say hello to us before.
Sailor, say hi. You want to say hi?
Hi.
She said hi.
See, that's all you get for now. We'll see. That's all the world gets.
That's all you get for now. All right.
1909.
All right, bye.
1909. It's a pleasure, guys. We'll see you on the next episode.
Okay, stop recording.
All right, bless.